The first one up is Let Me Micksplain. That's right. Hollywood nepotism has been insane lately. And I got to tell you, I am not thrilled with it. But at the same time, I've been rethinking some things. So let's get into it. Feel free to join in the comments. But yeah, let's get started. So, Nepo babies, right? Nepo babies is a big term right now. In this segment, we're going to dive into random things in the industry. And I'll explain them to you, if you will. And then we'll see. And then as we're diving into it, the phenomenon that you've undoubtedly heard, Nepo babies, as I was saying, just stick with us because we're going to go over everything. Okay, it's going to be a lot of fun. And I would love to hear what you guys think about the whole situation. It's a very divisive topic. All right, first things first, what is a Nepo baby? The short is nepotism. Baby is basically individuals who found a place in the limelight largely due to the familial ties to the industry, like the Baldwins, or like Emilio Estevez and Charlie Sheen with Martin Sheen, Jaden Smith with Will Smith, things like that. Or Willow Smith. When your child gets into the industry and kind of brings it in, and is brought in by the parents, and they have kind of a leg up on people just outside of it coming in, and it tends to really bug a lot of people. We've seen this trend for decades. It's it's easy to dismiss these Nepo babies, thinking they got roles for, or records, deals only because of their last name, but some genuinely possess that talent. I mean, look at like Ethan Hawke's kid, Maya Hawke. She is fantastic on Stranger Things and other things she's been doing as well. She's a really damn good actor. She takes after her mother and father, Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke. And, Angelina Jolie, also another Nepo baby. Her mother and her father, both famous actor and, actors in Hollywood. And she stepped up and she probably surpassed them. So if we see that happen, should this be their calling? Or is this just getting leg up? That's why I've been questioning a lot lately with this term. So, but the criticism really is, many argue that Hollywood is already tough to break into, and then nepotism is already, heightening the barriers for newcomers. How many movies have we seen where, we wonder where someone got this role, whether they got their role because of their parents are. It can be incredibly disheartening, for many trying to make it. It sucks. It really does. Like you're missing out because somebody famous's kid got the role. It's a lot. And I can imagine like how devastating that would be when you're trying and working at it, but then I do get it, play devil's advocate. I do get it. My parents were big names and could help me. Wouldn't I want to take that, take advantage of that and really like use it to my, to get in? It's a divisive topic, but there has been a shift recently. We're seeing so many new faces in Hollywood, some amazing talents and others that maybe aren't cut out to be on camera, more for being famous, or an influencer. Definitely platforms like YouTube, TikTok, and social medias have democratized fame. They've given a platform to those without the, industry connections, and they can do it outside the industry. A lot of people can do it from Chicago, and become famous. I'm sitting here in Virginia and I'm doing this now. I'm not famous, but whatever. Yet traditional Hollywood still remains a tough industry to break into. With as much backlash as there has been against Nepo babies and the rise of influencers and content creators breaking into the businesses in a different way, it makes me wonder what the industry is going to look like in a decade. And I really do, because if we really think about this Nepo baby thing, it's nothing new. Jamie Lee Curtis is a Nepo baby, if you want to be technical. Kiefer Sutherland, we can go back and back and back. Carrie Fisher, the whole nine. Like we can go back a long way. I think the big difference is when Hollywood was just starting out, and you had a lot of silent actors kind of coming in. There a lot of them were Broadway, vaudeville, things like that, and their families were out of it. They weren't attached to this, so they didn't get involved. And the stardom was a lot different for kids back then. And then the 50s started coming. Kids had a little more to do. There were more not kids movies, but like teen movies being made, things like that. And it called for more younger actors. And we saw a large rise in these actors' children coming up. But it was such a big moving machine. It wasn't going to always be all movies, movie stars, kids coming up. They didn't want them all in there. I think it's just generational. As we've been going on and on, we've seen more and more coming. And now we're at a point where It's going to be. That's all these kids know, and all these studios want is to make money off of the possibility of the parents being in a movie too, or being on a TV show or whatever, and bringing their kids in and doing this stuff. So it's really messing with the ecosystem of Hollywood. But again, how do we just say it's bad? Like, it's been going on for years, that's the legacy of the Nepo babies in Hollywood. People are pissed, but I don't know if I agree with it. It feels more like jealousy, but I know how inconveniencing it could be and how much it could suck. But what do you think? Sound off in the comments or tag us on social media with your thoughts. Or better yet, do us a favor, head on over and join our Discord and or Facebook group. We'd love to have you a part of them, and we'll discuss it there. We have great conversations and more. And please feel free to share and connect with everybody. Thanks for watching this segment of the Scene Snobs Podcast, or the clip on YouTube. And now let's get to our last segment of the night. All right, let's see what you guys are saying now. Is there anything you guys been talking about with Nepo babies? Sub to your channel. You are a true fan. Looking forward to looking into this more or your stuff. Thank you so much, Canadian boy Ryan. I really appreciate you. Thank you. All right, let's get to our last segment of the evening.